This is your AESH Logistics News Minute for Tuesday, June 7, 2022. In mainstream news, CNBC reports, early Tesla investor DBL Partners leads $70 million investment in logistics firm Airspace. Time-critical logistics startup Airspace, which originally broke into the market handling shipments for emergency situations including organ transplants and life-saving medications, has nearly doubled its funding in a new round of venture capital led by DBL Partners, an impact investing firm that was an early investor in Tesla. The $70 million funding round, which also included new investors Telstra Ventures and HarborVest. Wall Street Journal reports, activist investor seeks writer buyout in $4.4 billion deal. Activist investor HG Vora Capital Management LLC is offering to acquire Ryder System Incorporated in a $4.4 billion deal that would take the fleet management and supply chain operator private. HG Vora owns a 9.9% stake in Ryder and said in a regulatory filing Thursday it is proposing to buy the rest of the transportation and logistics company's outstanding shares at $86 a share, a 20% premium to its closing price Thursday. SupplyChainDigital.com headline, How Coevolution Robotics Software Runs Warehouse Automation. Robotics specialist Coevolution on how multi-robot orchestration software is helping to deliver efficient and flexible logistics in the warehouses of China. The tall robot extends upwards, standing at over 4 meters. It pulls out a plastic tote box and flexes back down to place it on a lower shelf before withdrawing. Then a shorter robot rolls up, withdraws the tote, turns around and delivers it to a human staff member. In logistics and transportation publications headlines, Transinfo reports on its front page, Shanghai, world's biggest port, is returning to normal, but supply chains will get worse before they get better. Shanghai is slowly emerging from a grueling COVID lockdown that has all but immobilized the city since March. Although Shanghai's port, which handles 1/5 of China's shipping volumes, has been operating throughout, it has been running at severely reduced capacity. Many shipments have either been cancelled, postponed or rerouted to other Chinese megaports such as Ningbo Zhaosan. With the city due to fully reopen on June 1, the port is going to be in overdrive as manufacturers try to fulfill backlogs, with serious knock-on effects around the world. In another headlines of Transinfo, fuel prices record highs in UK, Germany cuts duty, and Hungary makes foreigners pay more. Fuel prices hit a new high in the UK yesterday after the EU's ban on Russian oil imports was announced. However, state interventions have slowed down skyrocketing prices in some European countries, most recently Germany. Meanwhile, Hungary boasts the cheapest fuel in the EU, but has controversially introduced measures to stop foreigners benefiting. According to the officer, Hungary hadn't noticed the EC in advance of its decision, therefore the EU body learned from the media that the Eastern European country decided to exclude vehicles from paying the capped fuel price at the stations last Friday. TTNews.com headline, Proposal seeks increase in port diesel fee. San Pedro Bay ports charge $10 per container for transport that isn't by a zero-emission truck, but an environmental group wants to combine a higher fee with incentives to accelerate adoption of cleaner trucks. Miguel Joller, co-director of the Sustainable Freight Research Program at the University of California Davis Institute of Transportation Studies, said a higher fee could help fund the transition and believes the system as configured fails to reward clean transport adequately. Logistics Manager headline, DB Schenker completes more than 1.5 million kilometers with electric vehicles. Logistics giant DB Schenker is scaling up its efforts to shift its urban collect and delivery fleet completely to electric power by 2030. DB Schenker deployed its first 2 electric trucks in 2017. Since then, the e-fleet in Europe's largest land transport network has grown to 79 vehicles. With series-produced e-trucks from all major manufacturers in its Group Age network, DB Schenker is able to make CO2-free general cargo deliveries from more than 60 locations across Europe. This has been your AESH Logistics News Minute for Tuesday, June 7, 2022. If you want more global logistics news and real-time alerts, hit the subscribe button now and follow us on social media.